Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Adam22, and I'm back once again, ready to hit y'all over the head with the news. And once again, I've got some news about myself, something that is quite dramatic and quite newsworthy that happened to me today, which is that an armed intruder once again ran up in my store and tried to get at your boy. Now, I'm going to save the details on that situation for the end of this news show. Before we get into all that, let's talk about some news. So this first thing, this is an update on the story that's been going around about how Nav is a little bit upset because he can't get a verse from Lil Woozi cleared for his album, and he's blaming that on Don Cannon and DJ Drama. Well, Complex went ahead and got a statement. Apparently, he told them that they've already cleared 4 different collaborations, 4 different Woozi verses, and that's not the reason why Nav didn't get that song. Yeah, the 4 records that Drama's talking about there, apparently 2 songs, one called ASAP Ferg and one called Nav Woozi Metro Part 2, which were both featured on Nav and Metro Boomin's Perfect Timing, and then the other ones were Wanted You and Glow Up Remix, which were both on The Weeknd's Memento Mori Beats 1 show. So there are 4 different Woozi Vert features that have been cleared over the past few months. So that apparently is not the reason why Woozi is being kept off the Nav album. So that's apparently not why Woozi is being kept off the Nav album. Now, I was just watching a DJ Academics video, and he was saying that his theory, what he's heard, is that the reason why Woozi can't get anything out is because the label is trying to save up for the album. They don't want Woozi dropping a bunch of random collaborations and stuff like that, so they're waiting. They want him to have all of his branding juices saved up for the time that he's actually ready to drop his album. So pretty interesting. Not sure if that's 100% true, but there's at least a little bit of an update right there. Don Cannon and DJ Drama said that they turned down $100K and that the decision is not quite on them. Next story. Soulja Boy has been blown up over the course of the past few months. Well, it turns out that he's been actually dropped from a Fordham University concert because of an arrest. Yeah, when the cops ran up in Soulja Boy's crib recently and they found the Draco and they found, well, who knows what the hell they found in there. Do we even know? Oh, okay, yep, it was ammo. They found ammo in Soulja Boy's house, and that was a probation violation for him, so they kicked him off the show at this college. I just want to take this moment to read this quote. After careful consideration, the Campus Activities Board has decided to remove Soulja Boy from the spring weekend concert lineup. Let me just say this. If you're going to book Soulja Boy, you better go through with it, because we do not appreciate any disrespect on the Soulja Man's name. Actually, you might have seen this comment right here that Soulja Boy dropped on my picture the other day when I had a little bit of a beef. So shout out to Soulja Boy. Just knowing that he has 150 shooters for me is a big thing for me, and I just like say screw you, Fordham University. Next story. Kodak Black went on his Instagram and let the world know that he still thinks he's better than Tupac and Biggie. Let's roll this clip.
Man, you talk about me, you should put me in a category of like Paul, Big, Nas, them niggas, like, you feel me? Like, really listen to my shit. I don't care about how I act, like, on the ground, like, fuck what the blog say, ask about me in the streets. Ask about me in the streets. I'm a real one.
So, for the record, he said that he's a legend because he lives what he raps, and Tupac and Biggie are only legends because they died early on. Now, this is an interesting theory because Kodak is at least a little bit right in the sense that rappers are judged by a different standard when they die young. Tupac, Biggie, they both kind of died at the height of their career, so we never really know how their legacy would have aged if they were to have lived on for a long time. The way that we revere Tupac and Biggie is because they died in their prime. You look at somebody like LL Cool J or Ice-T, still respected, but they're still alive. We've gone on to see them do acting. We've gone on to see them put out albums that didn't sell anything. So we have a very, very different perspective on what exactly they contributed to the culture. So Kodak does have an interesting argument here, but you also kind of got to wonder, why is he saying this? So I'll leave that to you guys. Let us know, how do you think Kodak's legacy fares in comparison to Tupac and Biggie, and how do you think will fare over the course of his career? Next story. Okay, our next story concerns the greatest rapper alive, Young Thug, and a very good rapper, YFN Lucci. They've been getting into beef over the course of the past few years, and this all started out because apparently Lucci didn't really care for something that Young Thug said about Tupac. He said, oh, Tupac would never wear a dress, something along those lines. Well, recently this clip came out of a Young Thug, and he went on his Instagram Live, and someone asked him about YFN Lucci, and this is what he said.
Man, I'm gonna slap the hell out your little bum, man. My teeth got more than your little broke ass life, boy. Stop playing, I'm gonna slap the shit out your little. As soon as I see you, like I said, Buster.
So you heard the man. He says that YFN Lucci is going to catch these hands. Now, this is a pretty interesting beef. One thread that we could point out is that YFN Lucci has been very much linked with Lil Wayne because he's dating Lil Wayne's daughter. And then Lil Wayne and Young Thug have, of course, had things over the years, including an attempt on Lil Wayne's life. Let's not get into all that, but this is a very interesting beef that could potentially unfold. I'm not sure exactly if this is going to go much further. There was a DJ Vlad interview where they asked YFN Lucci about his beef with Young Thug, and he kind of denied that there was anything going on there, but at the same time, he's a real street dude, so I think that he would probably deny it no matter what. Next story. Rich the Kid. Rich the Kid has a new album coming out real soon, and as a result, he's saying all kinds of crazy stuff, trying to get some headlines. This is just what rappers do now. So, Rich the Kid goes on his Instagram story and he writes, and I quote, "I am the hottest rapper out of New York. Name a New York rapper who gets more a show than me. Name a New York artist who got more platinums." This is easy, and they're both female. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And also, since when is Rich the Kid a New York rapper? Pretty much everybody thinks of Rich the Kid as being from Atlanta, or at least, primarily birthed from Atlanta. Apparently, he was actually born in New York, but that to me is kind of like saying that Tupac is a great New York rapper. And also, that's 3 stories that I've mentioned Tupac in. You can't say that Tupac was a New York rapper even though he's from New York. He just didn't sound like a New York rapper. He didn't think of himself as a New York rapper just because he spent a few years raised on the East Coast. I don't buy it. Anyway, Rich the Kid, we know you're trolling. We know you're trying to get on your 6ix9ine, on your Soulja Boy. We know exactly what you're trying to do, and we're not going to fall for it. We're going to listen to your album anyway. It's okay. Next story. Okay, some of you know about a skateboarder and rapper named C. Roy. His Instagram account is @WatchYouDie, and I did an interview with him a long-ass time ago. In many people's opinions, he's really kind of the forefather of a certain style of Instagram video in the skate world. He's just very influential at a certain style of editing and dressing, and just he really brought all that together. I'd recommend that you go watch that old ass interview. But anyway, he was locked up, so they're being kind of tight-lipped about exactly what C. Roy did or what he is being held on. But $1 million, that's huge. Let's take a look. They started a GoFundMe. They're trying to raise $100,000 just to get him out. And when they posted about this, they said, last Tuesday, Cyril Roy Palmer's apartment was raided. He was forcefully arrested and incarcerated on a number of serious charges because he was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Cyril is currently facing 25 to life with his bail set $1 million. Anyone who knows him knows his character and the type of person he is, and they know that he is innocent. At this point, our number one focus is getting his legal defense. His bail is posted at $1 million, which means we need $100,000 to get him out. For more information, we have set up a GoFundMe to raise money. Our family is extremely grateful for your positivity and donations to support his innocence. Thank you, etc. Wow. So I don't know exactly what's going on here. I've been hearing all kinds of weird stuff on the streets, but I'll hold back from putting any information out there until we have the official word. But as for now, you can check out the link in the description if you would like to support his GoFundMe. Next story. Okay, so I guess this is what you guys probably came for. So earlier today, I was doing an interview with Big Boy, Big Boy's Neighborhood, Big Boy in the Morning, a legendary radio personality out here in LA. So we do the interview, everything's going good. As soon as we finish, they're taking some pictures of Big Boy, so then I go into the bathroom. And if you know what my store is like, you got the front of the store, you got the back of the store, and the bathroom's right kind of in the middle. So I go in the bathroom and I take a piss, and then I'm standing there. I start looking at my phone a little bit because I'm thinking like, man, I'm so glad that I'm in the back of the store in this bathroom right now and nobody can bother me. I at least have just a couple minutes to myself. You really savor that when you run a business. Nobody ever wants to leave you alone, but the bathroom, you get to chill out a little bit. And anyway, while I'm in there, I just hear all this hooting and hollering. I just hear somebody screaming, somebody talking about get me Adam, rah, rah, rah. And I have absolutely no idea what the hell's going on. So, I mean, I stay right there in the bathroom for a minute. And then once all the noise is gone and everything, I come out and I realize what happened. Basically, there's some guy, and I've talked to a lot of different people, and they've all pretty much made it clear that this guy is just a nutcase and that he just doesn't have it all upstairs. Well, anyway, this genius decided to run up on some shit store, and he took a handgun. More on that later, but he took a handgun and he pointed it right at my employee, Michael Harkis, who runs the front of the store. And he basically said, oh, well, he didn't want money. He made that clear. He said, I don't care about money. Get me at him. Let's run the clip, actually.
Get the fuck on the ground. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Call Adam right now. I don't want no money. Call Adam right now. Shut the fuck up. Right now, bitch ass nigga. I want no money, nigga. I want no money. Call that nigga right now.
So Michael, to his credit, and shout out to Michael, go follow him on Instagram because I'm really appreciative of him in this situation. Basically, Michael just goes to the back door, puts in the code, walks in, and then just slams the door. And this guy's just sort of left there. And now, after that, you can check out this clip of the guy walking away and then throwing his gun. Check this. Okay, so you see the way he threw his gun, right? You realize what this is funny, right? Like normally people will like throw a gun away after they like kill somebody or they have something that they are trying to cover up or whatever. He didn't do anything. Why didn't you just hold on to the gun? Wouldn't you want to try to like get rid of the evidence in some sort of intelligent way? I don't know what the hell this guy was thinking. But the important thing is that he filmed this entire thing. He had his phone out the whole time. If it wasn't obvious that this was a clout move, then I guess that's your evidence. And in fact, when he posted it on his Instagram story, he tagged Ice Cube, he tagged Desto Dud, he tagged all kinds of weird people. So I don't really know that much about this right now, except for the fact that the cops caught him like 20 minutes later, like a half hour later. Like he was still on the block wearing the same clothes that he was wearing when he tried to pull this off. So not a master criminal, I'm guessing, because this really doesn't make any sense why the situation would have gone down the way that it did. Anyway, the cops arrested him. I've talked to a bunch of people, and everybody is just like, bro, that dude is insane. And then, here's the spoiler, it was a BB gun. So that's right. We had 2 people run up on me in the same week, and both of them had fake handguns. Now, granted, the BB gun could do a lot more damage than the movie prop gun that we had before, but geez, what the hell is going on? Anyway, a lot of people are being like, oh, why are you slacking with the security so much and everything? Dude, we were supposed to have a meeting today with the security company just to figure out who our new guy was going to be, because obviously yours truly needs to have much more serious armed security during the majority of the live streaming that we're doing at the very least. So yeah, kind of a mind-blowing conclusion, mind-blowing thing to happen, but we didn't even have time to hire a new security guard after the other incident. So yeah, we're out here. And I mean, you know, granted, at the end of the day, we got a bunch of guns in the back of the store and everything, but it would be nice to have the security guard who's solely tasked with protecting yours truly or anyone else who might come into the store. So yeah, I guess that story, probably you're going to be seeing it blow up a little bit more over the course of the next few days. But yeah, I guess yours truly is a little bit of a target for any of the mentally unstable out there. I think it's pretty obvious that this is Mental Health Awareness Month, because everybody's aware of their own mental health and the fact that it's slowly dissipating and that they apparently want to take me down with them. I appreciate you guys and everybody who watched this. I have a recommendation for you. Go watch that Big Boy interview I did, and definitely go and watch the Tiana Trump interview that I did, because holy shit, she spilled the beans about a whole bunch of stuff. She was talking crazy as hell. It was ridiculous. She's great though. Honestly, she was fantastic. It was a really fun interview, and she was just like a ball of personality that I absolutely can't even believe that I just interviewed. You guys will definitely enjoy that. Thank you very much for watching this. Smash a like, drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe, because we're slowly creeping up on that 1 million, and it's going to be pretty exciting when we do get there. Thank you very much. Adam22 No Jumper checking out. These are available now on nojumper.com. Appreciate you.